All right, hello everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It just keeps getting harder and harder to get the space to do these readings, and that seems, intentional, but interesting cards here. So let's see what's going on. Open your heart and set loving boundaries. 9-9. Wow. They got the 11-11 twin flame, everything's possible card. In between, you have 9-9 unification, aligning with abundance. Very interesting. That's so crazy. I just used the word grail, like right before I turned this on. And I could have used a lot of other words, but I used the word grail. So you got Holy Grail, received a gift. Feels like with this full moon, some gifts may be coming in. Gifts that maybe are, what I want to say is that you may have felt like there were obstacles in the way of things you wanted to do, but they were intentional. Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So his card has the black and the white swan. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. So they're having a tremendous expansion. Dream the world into being. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. You got, he got 43 and you got 44. So very close in the vibrational, vibration. In between's 38. So 7, 8, and 11, 11, 11, and 9. So we have 7, 8, 9, and 11. Queen of Wands, Judgment, Hermit. This is so interesting because I just heard like an explanation of the Hermit that was really fascinating to me. All right, 9 of Cups. So we have 9 again, 9, 9, and then the 20. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, 6 of Cups, which looks like a 9 upside down. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords. The Moon, and the Tower. Very intense cards. So the Moon, of course, being 18, adding up to 9. And bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups, the Empress, 5 and 4. I feel strongly like, I don't know why I feel this. It's just afraid of going backwards. And that could be like making a mistake. I think if there was a withdrawal of energy here, it is because there was a lot of fear about he had made mistakes. He was judging himself for saying certain things. I don't know. I feel like it took a while for him to realize how special you were. And there's something about, we have full moon twice here, rewriting like the code that he was given. For some reason, 7 of Cups is kind of coming off like the 4 of Cups to me. In that it's like an inheritance of programming. I don't know why. The Swords is giving programming too. I think that Owl is really signaling this very strong awakening of wisdom that comes from some other place. Oh, come out? That one. You changed me, kisses, aligned action, very interesting cards. The knows your twin flames, fairies. You got fairies twice. Definitely knows your twin flames. Atlantis. Something's telling me to talk to you. Dreams of you. Curious what you're doing. Craving you. Different. Lemurian and Atlantis. And I wish I was braver. That was on the top of this deck when I picked it up. Sometimes my heart feels so full. The rat. So there is this recognition, I want to say, of like a karmic balance. It feels really past lifey to me, where you understand that there is expectations of you in this lifetime, and it's like, what I want to say is like his confidence has grown so much that he can see from like a really higher perspective that who he thought he was, and all the judgments on him, and the way that his parents treated him. I feel like he knows now that has really nothing to do with him. Like, this is a big leap forward, and I get that with the lizard. Like, he's up high looking at it as, oh, yeah, I came from this family, and yeah, they have expectations of me, but I'm freeing myself from it because I just can't wear this mask anymore. And I think the karmics have been definitely, look at that, separation, past life relationship, let go of control, and keep an open mind. It's kind of like there was a door on the inside that has unlocked. And you know, I have these cards I used forever. They're showing it to me in my mind because I don't have them here. Where there was like a heart in a cage with a key and a lock, like a keyhole. And I get that very strongly, that with this free yourself card, even though it's not in reverse, I feel strongly that he doesn't just have to choose the options that have been laid out for him as acceptable. He can choose any options. Like, I almost, even though judgment is, oops, not now, 20, I almost feel like it's the world here. Like, it's coming up to the world. That's what I feel. Every song, my intentions, love will keep us together in reverse. I don't feel ready. Some of it is like the version of love that was given to him as love is just not enough anymore. And I've talked about that in a lot of readings, you know, because nothing really feels like home when you feel home. Right? And it's like you have to become the version of you that's brave enough to leave it behind. That's a really hard thing to do, is to say, well, trying to test in divine timing, I'm making a plan. I'm so grateful for you. I'm battling addictions. I want to talk to you. I daydream about you. I don't want to lose you, and I'm going through a lot. So there's a lot of fear in those cards. I want to be with you. But it does seem like I've had very vivid dreams of you. There's a lot in the dream realm here that seems to be calling the inner child forward, that may be activated during the full moon. you know, there's parts of this journey where it's very practical, and there's parts of this journey that are, it's almost like so otherworldly that you can't really feel like what reality feels like. And like, you're like, is this reality? Is this reality? And you're questioning everything. And maybe you went through that a long time ago. Everybody does it differently. So, but there is this kind of thing where if he was at one point really jealous, or had something happen out of jealousy, or felt like I'm not enough, I feel like there's an overcoming of that obstacle where he knows it doesn't matter. Like, the criteria, like, keeps coming back to, like, I was given this set of criteria, which sounds like really scientific, and I was judging everything by that. I was judging everything by, like, my parents' relationship, or the bad relationships I had had, or my experience. And now I see there's a whole other world to judge things in. And I think that's come through various, what we would call metaphysical things, right? Like, not from physical experiences necessarily, but wisdom imparted from past lives, wisdom imparted from Atlantis, wisdom imparted from Lemuria, wisdom imparted from dreams, spiritual experiences, heart chakra awakenings. Like, I see all of that in here. I see this expansion of, there was this loyalty of sorts to the physical history of the family, and the physical history of relationships, and this, but now there's been this internal awakening of guidance where, you know, when you have spiritual awakenings, you just see that the way that the world is telling you to be happy could be through drinking, or through partying, or through lots of relationships that aren't that meaningful. Though you see through it, like, you're like, that's not making me happy. It's a version of happiness that doesn't feel authentic to me anymore. And it's like, in a weird way, you know, on the judgment card, I often get this feeling of born again, and I'm not bringing up religion with that. Like, literally, your spiritual essence feels like reconnected to the inner child and to your source energy. And you kind of figure out that nobody can really take that away from you as your foundation, right? That foundational piece has becoming really important. That I think the feminine has already learned, and they're kind of highlighting to me that you have the 44 here, and that it really doesn't matter what happens to you, because you know how strong your foundation is. It doesn't depend on people treating you right. It doesn't depend on, you know, external circumstances being met. You can have your own boundaries that you want. It says boundaries on this card, I think. Set loving boundaries, but you can also have an open heart, because your heart being open doesn't depend on you receiving love. You give your own self love. So it's a beautiful card. I think the gray color is the last set, because there's like 6 different colors, and then there's, ooh, interesting card to fall out. And then there's numbers in each color, right? So You have gray, he has green, and then in between you is this deep red color. So Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. And then Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Rabia, the Queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love, and I move the way love asks me to move. So that's very much about what I'm talking about. It's like, instead of reacting to what you're getting in your family or in your marriage or in your job, you're like bringing love to the situation. Anon Demaya Maya, the permeated mother, the joy permeated mother. I don't know why I'm getting another one. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. So that's that like foundational piece I'm talking about. And then Zhujuanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear. And that, I think, is like a lot of detachment from the mind, right? Not thinking, but feeling about, you know, that big full moon in the middle here. Lady Portia, Hilarion, Joan of Arc, and Lady Nada. So we have two twin flames here. Lady Venus and Odin. So we have do what feels right. An important lesson is unfolding. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So very much hermit energy here. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. And then we have heart awakening with the rose. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. And then let's get some crystals. So you can call in these energies if you feel like working with them, or one in particular is calling to you. These are the ones that are showing up. A lot of green. So we have prehenite, trust, tiger's eye, courage, coaxinite, new beginnings, and then ruby, shine, and kyanite, blue, letting go. Makes sense. And I like to see that tiger's eye there, and I like to see that trust there. Those are both really positive movement cards in my eyes. Okay, you have the crystal yellow dragon. Open you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Yes, I feel like that's what you're doing. Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy, and you can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. And then the rainbow on the bottom. So the death card. Pure white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with trust and honesty, and let your wings of light grow and expand. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. So trust again mentioned. Rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. And we'll get a few messages. I tried to make this fast today. So I feel like this is coming in just very rapidly. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And I feel like you're just giving, and they're understanding that too. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and it will all work out exactly. It's important right now to take a step back. Spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. They do seem to be focusing on themselves. Soulmate, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And I think that's a really positive thing, actually. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And then friendship. And that friendship aspect may be a really important thing between you. If there's been a lot of like clair energy. The ability to get to know each other without kind of the manipulation may be very important for you. It may not. It just depends on your situation. So I hope you enjoyed that. Talk to you later. Bye.